Hey, you know that Velma show that everyone loves and nobody hates? We fixed it! You see, yesterday, I asked you to write a new Scooby Doo episode, one sentence at a time. I haven't seen this yet. We're all gonna get through this together. More whiskey. Okay, here is your Scooby Doo episode written by you. This episode was filmed in front of a live studio audience. Is that how they did the laugh track in the old-ass Scooby Doo episodes? I want to believe that they screened Scooby Doo episodes from the 60s in front of a live audience and just recorded their laughter. Start off the episode with bats flying out of an abandoned mansion and the theme song to What's New, Scooby Doo. The gang is casually driving through a clearly haunted forest. They arrived at their destination, but all sexy like with slow-mo. Especially Scooby Doo. That's funny. If there's one adjective I associate with the Mystery Inc. gang, it's sexy. The gang meets the owner of the old mansion, one of the only people who would have access to the mansion anytime they like, who I'm sure won't be unmasked as the monster at the end of the episode. Hello, he said. I'm a shady businessman. I'm definitely not pretending to be a ghost. I'm Scooby Doo the dog. It's true, he says this. I'm Scooby Doo the dog and I'm in the show, said Scooby, who is in the show. To me, Scooby's like Mickey Mouse. We know who he is, but the character kind of sucks and is very vanilla. Hello, Scooby Doo, said Did the writers of Velma write this too? Hello, Scooby Doo, said the businessman. I sure am glad that you are included in this series. Thankfully, Scrappy Doo is nowhere to be seen. Thank God. Suddenly the lights go off. The gang froze as they heard a noise from behind. They all turned around, tugged at their collars, and gulped as they saw it. The gang stumbled into a large silhouette. New monster, who dis? Oh fuck, the gang exclaimed. Oh no, Velma jinkied. Put that on a shirt. Insert the comical and iconic Scooby song while the cast runs through doors. Like, at least things can't get worse, man, said Let me do a better Shaggy. Like, I think, like Zoink Scoob. I have to practice. There's a little Morty in there. Like Zoink Scoob. Like, at least things can't get worse, man, said Shaggy, as the door they barricaded opens the other way. I hate doing the Scooby voice. It's worse than Yoda. Said Scooby before shitting grotesquely. Today I learned Scooby wears dog pants. Neat. Shaggy, mustering 1% of his true power, oh yeah, remember that meme? Blasts the monster back, giving the gang a moment of respite. Respite. I think we should split up and look for clues, Velma said as Fred violently shakes in the corner. Oh my god, we're 2 pages into a 6-page script. As the gang all split up, Daphne turned to Fred, looked at him and softly said, I have all the characteristics of a human being. Blood. Serious. All right. Blood, flesh, skin, hair, but not a single clear, identifiable emotion except for greed and disgust. Something horrible is happening inside of me, and I don't know why. Bazinga! Wow, she has flesh and skin. Crazy. Scooby, Fred said, you and Shaggy go to the basement. Velma and I will take the bedroom. And then Shaggy said, like 700 times in a row. Then they went into the kitchen. Shaggy makes and eats a grilled cheese, but it's like an action movie montage with the camera moving around and a lot of close-ups. Very epic. Like, what's going on, man? Said Shaggy, eating. Get the hell out of my way, Norville. You're completely zoinking all over my jinkies, stammered a frustrated Velma, as she was confident she could solve the mystery all by herself. This is a great episode. I'm thoroughly invested. Right? It's not bad. I'm getting a little turned on. All 5 members of the, all 5 members of the gang split up, walking through different doors. They all emerged moments later from a door someone else went through. This repeats several times until Fred exclaims his classic catchphrase, God bless America. If I had a nickel for every time Fred said that, I'd be a rich YouTuber. Beep beep, just want to remind you that YIAY Live returns on Twitch this Friday. Yeah, remember that? Our first guest is none other than internet historian, and you're competing against him and each other. We got prizes on the line. It's gonna be a damn good time, just a little chaotic. It's YIAY Live this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch. I'll see you there. Good luck, gamers. I love traps, Fred said, which offered no solution. Let's make Shaggy and Scooby into sacrificial lambs to draw out the Phantom, Daphne added, as Fred sketched out plans for an elaborate trap. Wow, you made me use 10% of my girl power, she shouted. And thus, Fred says his hilarious and iconic catchphrase. Remember, hate watching is still watching. Hey, that's mine, I remember tweeting that. Velma then says, this story doesn't make any sense. It's almost like it's being written by thousands of people who each wrote one sentence. After the villain fell in the trap, Fred walked in saying his famous catchphrase, ay caramba, we bayongled the monster. I think we all know who the real villain is. They keep pulling off mask after mask and being shocked at who's underneath. This bit goes on for way too long, like 2 minutes. I gotta know how this ends. The gang unmasked the monster, and it turns out to be Scooby Doo in a robot suit, seeking revenge after the gang kicked him out for peeing on Daphne? See, I knew this was hot. And I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for you stupid fucking children. A very Scooby Doo thing to say. And then Scooby Doo proceeded to piss all over Daphne for the umpteenth time. I hope 2 different people wrote that. I'm just looking at a script. I don't know who wrote the comments. I hope 2 different people made Scooby Doo peeing on Daphne jokes, because that would be really epic. If it's the same person, then you have a problem. Velma pulled the gun out of her purse. Pull the trigger, Scoob. Would you do it for a Scooby snack? Oh, zoinks, yelled Shaggy as he gave Scooby some Scooby snacks. And then Scooby said, I know what I must Scooby-Dooby do. And then they fucking killed Scooby Doo. Zoink, Scoob! That's gonna leave a mark on my heart, whimpered Shaggy. Scooby really will do anything for a Scooby snack, Velma said in a disgusted tone. Shaggy proceeds to convince Scooby that he did the right thing as he puts the gun down. Zoinks! The show sucks, said Shaggy. I agree, I was never a big Scooby Doo fan. I watched it as a kid out of obligation, but I never laughed once at a single Scooby Dooby joke. All right, last page. Thank God, last page. Oh, Shaggy, everyone exclaimed with a smile. It wasn't me, Shaggy said, shrugging his shoulders. I get it. Do you get it? I get it. And then Velma and her big titty goth girlfriend lived happily ever after. And the council is so nice, they wasted my printer ink just to get 6 identical pictures of Scooby Doo. That's epic and cool and awesome and not cringe at all. We did it, Reddit. We saved Velma, the show. As a person, she's unsavable. Mindy Kaling, call us. We're down for season 2, just with some improvements and alterations. Okay? We fixed it. I learned something today.